Hello everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to my channel. I've done this section of the video like 100 times now. I thought I had it until I showed my daughter, and my daughter said I need to smile more. So I'm going to do it one more time and I'm going to smile. So let's give her a shot. So again, welcome to my channel. On this channel I'll be sharing my canoe routes that I have mapped out on Avenza Map, camping gear reviews, good and bad, tips and tricks on how to make your canoe trips more enjoyable, and also my videos of my canoe trips and hiking trips that I've already taken or will be posted on YouTube. So if these things interest you, please hit that subscribe button. As for today, I will be sharing my next big canoe trip, Big Trout Lake Loop in Algonquin Park, and I'll be showing you that on Avenza Map. This trip here will be approximately 75 kilometers long with 13 portages with one big one. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's get started. This is Avenza Map. In my past videos, I was using Jeff Maps Algonquin Park. But in my previous video, somebody posted that Jeff Maps is no longer available for Avenza Map, which is true. I did look for it, could not find it. So from now on, I'll just be using Algonquin Provincial Park Overview, which is still a great map for mapping out our canoe routes. So from now on, I'll be using that one and it'll be easier to get that one. If you want to get this map, this one is available on Avenza Map library. I think it was $6 or $7. It's a great map, and I don't think anybody will have a problem with that. Okay, let's get started. So, Algonquin Park, Provincial Park. Okay, here we go. Big Trout Lake Loop. I have this mapped out as 6 days, 5 nights for me and my wife. I have it all color coordinated by days to make it a lot easier on Avenza Map. And we will be spending there the night before on a jump start lot. It makes it a lot easier for us because we got to travel 6 to 7 hours, and we don't want to do that on the same start day. So we'll be there early in the morning to get an early start because every day is a big day, and just you want to make sure that you're well rested. If I was to put this in a category for anybody, I would put this maybe between amateur and advanced. I think that would be an okay spot for a canoer. To get started, we'll be starting just off of Highway 60 at Canoe Lake. So we'll zoom in here, right down over here. That'll be our starting point. And our first day, I'm just going to tap on here, is going to be a 19-kilometer day. So like I said, it's going to be a big day. So back at Canoe Lake, we'll be coming along here. We'll hit our first portage of 295, which is also known as the highway. Quite busy because there's a whole bunch of different lakes that people can go from, and that will be busy in there. After you come off that portage, you'll be hitting TP Lake, coming across, and when you come over to here, you want to pay attention because this turn here, it doesn't look like there's a route because it's swampy, but that's exactly where you want to go. So you're going to come through here and you're going to come on to Tom Thompson Lake. There's a few nice lots there if you ever wanted to stay there, especially the one right here. I think I called this one Flintstone. There's nice seats all made of rock in here, so that one's pretty cool. But that's not where we're staying. We're going to hit our first portage of 2.3 kilometers, which is fairly big. So we're definitely going to take our time. If we have to take a few breaks along here, that's what we'll do. I don't think we're going to do that in one big trip. So off of that portage, we're going to be coming to Ink Lake, and then we're going to come along this river/stream into our first day at McIntosh Lake. As you can tell here, I picked a few campgrounds that I would like to stay at. They're all islands. Those are usually the nice ones. But if we don't get them, there is definitely a lot of different lots on this lake, and I'd be okay with any of them. So that would be day 1 of our trip. Okay, so now day 2. Just going to figure how big this one here. Another big day, 17.5 kilometers. So we want to make sure that we get an early start. So I'm just going to hit the side, turn that off. Okay, so we're going to start off on hopefully one of our island lots, come along to our first portage of 510. and then a short little paddle to another portage of 745. So you continue along here, and then we're going to come to Grassy Bay. So I'm assuming it's going to be fairly swampy. So you definitely want to pay attention and kind of, you'll see the roots in the grass if there's a lot of grass, weeds and stuff like that. So just pay close attention. And then we're going to come to Big Trout Lake and keep on coming up over here. And again, you can tell that I got a whole bunch of lots circled in here that I'd like to hit. Again, doesn't mean I'm going to hit them. I don't think I want to end up at this end of the lake. I would like anywhere along this side. I think it'd be perfect. And it'd be easy to continue from down there. So as I said earlier, this will be our 2 nights on this one. I'd like to have a nice rest day in the middle of our trip. And I mean, this will be almost the 40-kilometer mark right here. And that will be the end of our day 2 trip. Okay, now moving along to, because I said 2 days here, so this would be our 4th day. Our 4th day, we're going to be hitting a total of 17 kilometers, so very similar to day 2. I know it says day 3 here, but it will be day 4. So we're going to start off again, get up early, come down, and then it's going to be in a nice little river here. If I zoom in here, it doesn't show it, but there is a little short portage right here. And then after that quick little one, we're going to hit a portage of 730 and keep on following the stream. So please keep in mind that when you're coming down the stream, we're going to be paddling against the stream. If you go the other direction, I mean, you can go in either direction. So you can, when you take the first highway portage, you can go east instead of west and then make it a little easier. The way I did it is because I like to get the big portages out of the way first thing. Anyways, against the stream. So 265 is another one, 390 and 250, which is going to take us into Otterside Lake. And we're going to come along here into Little Otterside Lake. And then we're going to hit another portage of 790, which is going to take us to Burnt Island Lake. I've been to this lake a few times now. There is a whole bunch of nice lots on here. And I'll point them out for you right now. So this one right here is a nice one. I did enjoy this lot. And I also enjoyed this one right here. So those are 2 nice lots. And that would be the end of our day 4. Okay, day 5. We're going to have a little bit of a shorter day, I believe. Yeah, a lot shorter. So we're looking at 8.5 kilometers, which is going to make it a lot easier. So you can probably sleep in a little bit on Burnt Island and get up a little later and have a slower day if you want. And then you're going to come along here. You're going to paddle through Burnt Island. And you're going to come to your first portage. So you got to pay attention here. You got a 200 meter portage. And you also have your 1.1 kilometer portage. Pay attention. So when you get here, don't keep on walking because you're going to be walking a lot longer than 200 meters. Just make sure you hit that Baby Joe or Baby Joe Lake. And you want to make sure you hit that there. And then so you're going to come down here. Then you're going to just come past Little Joe. This one here, I believe, you can skip that portage if you wanted to. If you come through here, there's like a little hidden bay over here. And then you can kind of, I think you'd have to walk your canoe through here. But we did this last year. Super awesome. I enjoyed it big time. Just make sure you have your boots well laced up. You don't want to twist your ankle or anything like that. And even on this portage right here of, says 435, but it's not marked. There's another portage right here too. So again, you can skip this one or you could take it. But every time I've been down this one, I was able to skip it. Save some time. I mean, who likes portaging all the time, right? And you're going to come to Little Joe, down to here. So there's all these lots. I've checked all these lots out. I mean, I think my favorite, even this one here is a little bit on the rocky side. It's very narrow. And then there's this one here. That one's an okay one. This one also. And the one right in here is also a good one. I enjoyed those ones. And that's going to be our day 5, and moving along towards our 6th and final day. Okay, day 6. Day 6 is going to be our final day. It's going to be a short day of 7.4 kilometers. I like making this day a little shorter just because at the end of this one, I have to travel another 6 or 7 hours back home. I mean, you do have the option if you wanted to finish it from Burnt Island Lake. You can do that. I think it would be a total of 15 kilometers. And if you have a travel time of 3 hours, I mean, I think you can do that and knock a day off this whole trip. But for me, I don't think I have that option. I prefer to do what we're doing. So I get 7.4 kilometers. We're going to start off at Joe Lake East Arm, hopefully in one of these lots down here. Come around, hit that highway portage of 295 once more. Back on Canoe Lake and all the way back home. So that is our trip. Big Trout Lake route. And anxious for this one. I've been planning it for a few years now. It'll finally get done this year. So I have booked it. It's going to be done. And on this trip here, I will be videotaping the trip, and I will be putting this video on YouTube. So please look forward to that. And I'll probably have that I'm going to say late summer. I'll have that posted on YouTube. If you like this and you want to see more routes or any suggestions on routes that you'd like to see, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that route and share it with everybody. If you like this video, please hit that like button. So like I said earlier in the video, I'll be doing canoe routes, reviews, and also posting my videos. So hit that subscribe button and you'll be ready to watch those. Thanks for watching, and until next time.